Hi, I'm Eddie Pearson.
Hi, I'm AJ Provost.
Hi, I'm Sarah Sandona.
Hi, I'm Sydney Shoemaker.
I'm Caleb Thom.
And I'm Alicia Smith.
Oh,
Okay. The history of Disney. Disney has been around for many years. The first film idea for the movies was Alice Wonderland, which has been successful and has grown over the years. There has been multiple movies made out of that. The most iconic thing about Disney are the movies. The first ever Disney character was Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald was created in the early 1920s, and he was the inspiration for Mickey Mouse. Disney left Universal, and Universal wasn't willing to give up Oswald, so they unfortunately couldn't take him. And that means Mickey Mouse was created out of the character Oswald in the year 1928. And as the years have gone on, Mickey has evolved over the years and is very successful still today. The first ever Disney theme park opened 65 years ago in 1955. And they have evolved over the years with the new characters that have been created in movies and TV shows. And to keep up with our new generation of children, they started off in California, the theme parks, and now they've evolved over the world. Some are in Florida, Epcot, and Tokyo. There are 11 different Disney theme parks in the world, and that means Disney has gone international.
Now getting into the environmental analysis, first off with the economics of it, the Disney's economics is mainly split between their amusement parks and streaming services that they just introduced now with Disney Plus. They also have some income from TV shows and movies, but a majority of their earnings are now between their amusement parks and then the streaming services. The parks earn roughly around $26.23 billion in 2019. And Disney Plus was introduced in 2019, and it had an estimated revenue for what they thought they would get in the year was $918 million. And so far, just in 2020, they've gotten $4 billion. And as of now, we're halfway through 2020, almost done actually. So they've obviously exceeded their expectations. For social factors, there's a growing increase around the world, given that Disney is a worldwide brand. It's a growing increase in leisure activity, which would be use of their streaming services. So socially, as a brand and as a company, they could see more of a growth with the streaming services like Disney Plus and other brands that they partner with as well. Politically, just like any other large company, they have to avoid controversy. Given that they are worldwide, they have to look in the different aspects that they're in and make sure that they're kind of staying clean in the news and making sure that they don't have any controversy pop up. Legally, the biggest legal factor they have to watch out for is mergers with partnerships and other companies. Environmentally, they have to make sure they kind of limit their carbon footprint. They also look into new ideas that they can create sustainable energy, like the picture on the screen here. That was introduced in 2019, I believe, in the Animal Kingdom Park down in Florida. They have thousands of solar panels that help power the park, and they can kind of lower their input that they put out into the world. And technologically, just staying current with competing streaming services with their Disney Plus, you have large companies like Hulu and Netflix that they're also kind of competing against. And then as well as the theme parks, making sure they're up to date on technology, which keeps their customers interested and come back for more if they have visited the park before. If they're staying up to date with their technology, it would bring customers back into the park.
So now we're going to look at the objectives and performance of Disney. So Disney is currently looking at a customer relationships marketing standpoint. So right now, customer relationships are a priority for Disney. They are working on a direct-to-customer standpoint. They had just released Disney Plus, as was stated before, in 2019, and Disney Plus has done extremely well for the limited time they have been running. Disney Plus has currently generated about $60 million in revenue only by their 7th month. Disney has projected earning the $60 million by at least 2024, but they have grown over 500%, and they have reached that goal a lot sooner than they had expected. So you can tell that their customer relations and the direct-to-customer marketing is doing extremely well. A lot of other brands that Disney offers caters to a lot of different generations and a lot of different demographics. As you can see on the screen, there are many different standpoints that Disney offers for people of all ages and backgrounds, from Hulu and Disney Channel for younger demographics to ABC and ESPN for the older and more different demographics to look into. Same thing with FX and Freeform. There are many different options for every single demographic out there. The target market for Disney isn't just necessarily one group. They kind of expand toward a lot of other groups and try to cater towards everyone's needs. A lot of different things that Disney uses as well is the nostalgic and emotional marketing style. So like as was stated before in the history, Disney uses the same characters and many of the same storylines throughout their marketing and throughout their stories to bring back the nostalgia that our parents, siblings, parents, and grandparents have learned all along. So this is a common theme that they use throughout their marketing style.
All right, next we're going to talk about Disney's SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Starting with the strengths, Disney has many strengths, including one of the strongest marketing and business plans in the world. Disney is a master at brand recognition. They create these stories and then the products, which makes them very family-oriented and extremely recognizable. They also have a very strong brand loyalty and customer loyalty. There's such a emotional connection made to the stories and the memories from watching the movies and going to the Disney destinations. Customers always want to come back for more. Another strength is their diversification. They have everything from movies to TV shows, radio, theme parks, and many more. Another strength that Disney has is it's a global player, so it has reached all around the world. It has been successful in countries with different languages and cultures. Another big strength is Disney's cash flow. They've made over $14 billion in cash flow just this past year. This allows Disney to make a lot of outside investments, not only in the US, but other countries as well. Lastly, another big one that I feel like Disney is so good at is their teamwork. From actors to directors to performers, graphic designers, the amount of team members is massive, and it requires so much skill to coordinate all these people together, and they do such a good job at it. Next is their weaknesses. We have competitors. It will always have competitors. Not keeping up with the newest trends in their marketing promotion plans can lead Disney vulnerable to competitors. An obvious new weakness is the present pandemic, which led to a loss of business and revenue. Due to COVID, Disney parks had been shut down due to the guidelines. The parks are a huge part of Disney's revenue, along with other destinations and cruises. Another weakness is their loss of employees recently. They had to lay off over 28,000 people at its parks, along with millions of others who lost their jobs this resulted in a loss of revenue. Lastly, another weakness is the high cost of products and services. Although many people pay a lot for the experience and the privilege, they only do to a certain point. Next, we have Disney's opportunities. A recent opportunity that they came up a part of is the streaming platform, Disney Plus. With this, it gives direct to customer option. It makes it easy for consumers to watch and experience their favorite Disney movies and TV shows. This streaming platform does go head on with Netflix because of Disney Plus's mass options, and its subscription plan is cheaper. Also, another opportunity is the technological updates. With Disney's like mass media and its expertise in mass media, it has so many opportunities with technology upgrades and to advance in technology. Children are so technically advanced and spend so much time on their devices. So finding a way to tap into that would be a very good advantage for Disney. Lastly, we have Disney's threats. Like I said, in the weaknesses, competitors are a threat. Despite the fact that Disney's so diverse and no one can company and compete with the vastness of Disney, they can compete with divisions like the streaming, like theme parks. Also, COVID-19 has been a big threat because it's not only keeps people away for the fear of getting sick, but also it may be too expensive for some who have struggled financially from the pandemic. Another threat is the continuous upgrades in technology. It can also be a challenge. If Disney doesn't keep up on the latest trends and current technology, it could lose a lot of money. And lastly, there's a threat of piracy. The internet is fast, and with little way to enforce property rights, Disney may lose profits.
Okay, so for the case study analysis, a little bit of background. A company that can compete with Disney is Universal Studios. So they are one of the oldest and most famous studios. They have many theme parks. They have 4 total theme parks located in Florida, California, and Japan. In the beginning, they were more oriented towards giving tours of the studio, and which began in 1915 to leverage the public interest in the film industry. They are located in Los Angeles, California, and founded April 20th, 1912. So a little more background on Universal Studios. Their marketing plan is a product to customer experience. They want to give their customers the best experience that they can. They talk about the pride they take in their products, and they have many product items to choose from as well. They have many rides, some of the best restaurants and shops located around the area that they promote for their theme park, as well as their movies and rides filled with content from films. They listen to their customers well. They have something to offer for everyone. And they have people come to their parks ranging from 9 to 99 years old. And their main marketing goal is to make every moment memorable. So the difference between Universal Studios and Disney, one thing I did find was the audience they target. Disney targets mainly younger kids, while Universal targets young adults and up, which isn't too different. Universal early on updated their marketing plan. So they've been focused on improving already created attractions to give the best customer experience they can possible. While Disney never really changed from what they wanted to become, they're always expanding and creating new items. Universal, while creating new items, focused mainly on how they could improve current products. And their theme parks are way cheaper than Disney. But Disney does have bigger and more parks than Universal. They have a total of 12 parks worldwide. So one thing Disney can learn from Universal Studios is being able to focus on their products more and market those heavier, the products that they already have. Even though marketing new products can bring in business like Disney does, Focusing on already completed products and updating them could make for an even better attraction to the people.
For promotion, Disney does a wide variety of things, considering the fact that many of the merchandise that they sell come from previously made movies. So if you were to take Star Wars, for example, they would release the movies and then wait to release t-shirts or anything along those lines, like lightsaber toys or something like that, until the movie's already out. So the brand or the product that they're actually selling has already been promoted by the film that they're doing. And for the films that they give out, promotion is mainly things like advertisements. One main thing that Disney capitalizes on that's been previously mentioned is nostalgia. So like our parents grew up with a lot of Disney things like Star Wars, and then through the generations, they've been able to hand that down, and they're pretty much getting people to self-promote their brand because it's so culturally relevant to watch Disney like shows or movies that people just talk about it amongst themselves and pretty much sell the Disney's products for them. The main thing that Disney does well is it has a diversity in the audience that views them. Like previously mentioned, they own TV channels such as ESPN and ABC. So even if a person isn't interested in the Star Wars series, but they are a sports fan, they can still promote Disney talking about any sports game that is going to be streamed on ESPN. And the inspiring stories that Disney gives for children and adults alike are also a very large part of their promotion. When you talk about something like The Lion King or Nemo, anytime you discuss that with anybody and then that discussion leads a person to watch that movie, you're helping promote Disney. So the place, Disney currently has 11 open parks, or pre-COVID at 11 open parks worldwide. And as you can see, they try to incorporate individuals from all around the world, whether they're like real people or they're talking lions that live somewhere in Africa. They try to incorporate everybody. But now that streaming and Disney Plus is out, you can really watch Disney or experience the brand from wherever you would be, whether that's just on your own couch, watching it on your phone or your laptop, or you actually make the trip to go to a Disney park. You can experience it from anywhere. They also offer cruises through the Caribbean, so you can be experiencing the Disney brand in a different place every single day. And that's a massive thing because people are engulfed in Disney for as long as they're on the cruise ships. And the same goes with hotels. You can stay at a Disney-oriented hotel and be treated almost like a Disney character while you're spending time with all of your favorite Disney characters. So for product, as previously mentioned, they usually do a movie first and then they do merchandising based off that movie. So as you can see, Mike Wazowski, toys along those lines are commonly sold. Disney Plus is one of their new products that has been discussed a lot, but it's very relevant, especially in a time like today with a global pandemic when people aren't going out and about as much and the parks are closed. Being able to have a streaming service where everybody can experience your brand while they're still making money is very beneficial. As mentioned, the parks are currently closed, but they've also made Disney a lot of money and they're a very large part of the brand. A lot of families who have taken vacations to various Disney parks, and it's something that is definitely talked about among younger kids. And the same goes with cruises and hotels. Those are both large aspects of what Disney has to offer. And for price, Disney has a lot of different products that it offers, so the price varies a lot. If you're gonna subscribe to Disney Plus, then you're gonna pay $8 to $12 a month to watch all the Disney movies that they have to offer there. But so that's a relatively affordable price. But if you're gonna go spend the night at a Disney park or a hotel or go on a cruise, you're gonna be willing to spend more to experience the brand more in depth. So it really depends on what you're looking to spend, and that's how you're gonna experience Disney. The price has increased as of late with parks and cruises, but that's to be expected. And the toys are relatively inexpensive that Disney offers. They do a lot of things like Halloween costumes and just like movie props such as lightsabers. And they are offered to children mainly, but a lot of people can get enjoyment out of them. And Disney's whole thing has been being family friendly and affordable. And they've done a good job at making sure that the middle class can experience it. And now with Disney Plus, people that are making, or people of any income can experience the Disney brand.